Thanks everybody for joining the call. I see a lot of people joining this call, so I feel very excited today. My name is Jack Hopman, and let me know if you are here for the first time, or and enter yes and enter no if you know me for a long time. So I see yes, no, 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 yes, no, yes. So if you watch this video on Maps Hero, you see a little bit about myself. My accent is different because not everybody can hear my accent, but you get used to it, I promise. I do actually local internet marketer by myself since 2009. I serve many clients. I'm a Google AdWords expert, and all that information, what I gather and learn, I use it for my own clients, or I get it from my members and put it in products, which helps you to fulfill local internet marketing on an easy way. So I dare to say that I don't tell you bullshit, okay? So I don't offer products because I want to gain on it. Now, let's say I don't offer that, I only want to gain on it, okay? Of course I earn on it, okay? So I'm not, but if I don't believe in the product, if it doesn't work, you will not see weekly promotions from me, okay? So I don't like you to buy weekly things. I like you to stick to something what fits with you and you make it work, okay? And you put a high goal, a goal what you really like, something what you want to sacrifice for. So think about, if you are new, think about a little bit for a minute. What is value for you? Is that buying a car? Is that working for yourself? Is that having a nice vacation? Something what you want to sacrifice for. What you say, if I call a client, I don't care. I want to reach my goal. Okay? Now, that is step number one. And step number two is you share your goal with somebody who you really like, appreciate. Your husband, your spouse, your child, your dad, somebody who you don't want to fail for. Okay? This is half of the battle. So now you feel committed to reach that goal. So I feel committed to provide you the tools to achieve your success. It is your part what you need to do to put effort in it. Everybody get this? Okay. So this is Jack Hopman. So if you're new, you got used to it, how my style is. Today I really have something exciting for you. We are working for weeks on it on this day. It didn't come together at the last minute. Okay? So most of you guys have SEO knowledge, correct? If you're an internet marketer, you follow those SEO training, okay? And you know keyword and ranking websites and all that kind of stuff, you know? SEO is a hot topic. Now, what do you think is more effective for a local business? A 7-pack ranking or in a natural SEO? Cyberpack, Cyberpack, Cyberpack. Yes, it is more effective and it is easier. Now, what is so important for ranking in the 7-pack? What is very important to rank in a 7-pack? I see citation, Google listing, Google Maps and my business, citations, online listing, NAB, citations, distance from your center, NAB, maps, reviews. Okay, I see all things are true. And NAB, the name, the address and the phone number are very important. Okay, are very, very important. And if that information is not the same as on the website, Google don't understand that listing anymore. So it's going to penalize that listing. Everybody get that? If the data, the address, the phone number, the name is not the same as on the website or cannot find on the website, that ranking gets penalized. You understand that, and even every business owner understands that. They know that the phone number, the address, and the name needs to be correct, the same on the website. It can either be an error on the website, it can be either on the Google listing, but they need to match. Everybody agree on that? Say yes or no. So that is the heart of Maps Hero. There's much more to it. And today I have not a surprise, but I'm very excited to have Yvonne on the call. And Yvonne is going to explain her experience. Everybody want to listen to Yvonne about her experience, and she is actually the writer about this, okay? So let me try to bring her live. Hi, Yvonne.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you are okay.
Great. Okay, I lost you for a minute, so I was afraid that our connection went bad at that critical moment.
It is good now, so let's enjoy that. So, I think it is now about 2 months ago, and I saw your information about that you had so much experience, so good experience about helping a client. And I said, Yvonne, we need to bring that to the public. And all my members are interested in your experience, you know. So just tell how your experience is with the clients, how you fix it, how much you get paid, and all those kind of things.
Okay. Well, just to backtrack a little bit, I got into internet marketing back in, I guess it's been 6 or 7 years at this point. And one of the ways that I got into it is I used to have a yoga studio of my own, and I was frustrated with the original website designer I had because I was very dependent on them for editing my site. I couldn't log into it. They didn't give me access to the site. And that's when I decided that I was going to take control and figure this thing out on my own and create my own site. I had to do a lot of research. I found some mentors who were conversant in WordPress, who educated me about local SEO. And ultimately, I just created my own website for my own yoga studio. And as part of that, I had to learn how to do the local SEO for that studio. And I had to, learn how to integrate the, Google Maps into my website, how to set up Google Maps, how to set up Google Places. I think it went by a different name way back then. And so my background is, as a local business owner myself, doing this for my own business. And as a result of learning how to do this for myself, probably, at least a third to a half of my own students came to me because they were looking for yoga in my town, and they could find me online because I knew how to get myself found on the maps and in the searches. And just to make a long story short, after owning my studio for about 5 years, I had to sign another 5-year commercial lease to renew it, and the rates were going up, and it was at the zenith of the real estate market right before it crashed. And to make a long story short, I just decided that I wanted to kind of reinvent myself or do a different kind of work where there was a market need for it, and I could work from my home, and I didn't have to have the overhead of paying for a commercial office space or all the expenses that go with commercial insurance and so on. And I figured, well, I knew how to do, I had figured it out for myself how to market my own yoga studio online, and there were surely other local businesses around who could use, my know-how. And so I just started going around and asking local business owners if they, needed a website, and offered my help that way. And as part of my website services, because I knew how critical the Google placement was, that was always part of my services, was to set up Google, integrate the Google Places or Google Maps, now it's called Google My Business, as part of the package of the website services I provide. And so I started getting known for my expertise locally, and I started getting people referring other businesses to me or organizations who were having trouble in this area. And what often happens when people come to me is they somehow have they've even lost access to their Google My Business listing. Someone else set it up for them, a former webmaster who has moved on. They didn't know enough to get the login information, and so they're completely lost. They don't know how to access their own page and gain control of it. And one of the organizations I helped with this, resolve this problem, was a local church whose webmaster had left. They didn't know how to access their own Google Places listing, and they had let their domain name lapse, and someone else had taken over their domain name. They built a new website on a different domain name, but the old domain name was the top listing, and someone else had purchased it and filled it up with advertising for Flappy Bird's app. So you can imagine it was pretty distressing for a church to have their top listing, Flappy Bird's, that looks like a church website, but it's in fact advertising Flappy Birds, and they didn't know who to turn to. And they started asking around, and a local business consultant suggested they contact me. And so what I was able to do through my own research, I knew that there was a way of contacting a Google representative, since they didn't even know how to. They didn't know what email address had been used to set up their Google My Business listing. They didn't know the password. They didn't know how to access it. So I was able to figure out how to get a Google representative on the phone and coordinate them calling the church and verifying that, in fact, they did have the right to this Google Places listing, and the church authorized me to manage the page for them. And so I was able to get it fixed, and that, the actual process of getting it fixed was only maybe a couple of hours tops. And then, I went in and I optimized the Google listing for them. I replaced the old link to their website with the correct new link to the website. And, I added pictures into the Google My Business listing and updated the content. And very rapidly, I'd say within a days, the correct, church listing was now showing up. And one reason this was important to this church was that they hosted a lot of weddings. And of course, the church is making good money from hosting weddings. And in that case, the church paid me $250 for what amounted to a couple of hours of work. So that's one case example I had. Are there any questions at this point from anyone?
Not about this point.
Okay.
They all welcome you.
Yeah.
How do you find the bad listing? I think we will come back to that. How did you find in Google Web? Okay, and yes, can this strategy be executed effectively?
That took a lot of just searching, online. It was actually very hard to track it down because Google's very cagey about it. And it did take me. Google, if you search online for a Google support phone number, they do listed, and in the report there's even a screenshot of this Google support number that's officially listed, but you call that number and it doesn't get you anywhere. And I just persisted and researched and finally managed to stumble across the phone number that is listed in this report, the Google Maps Hero report. And it does work. It gets you directly. What happens is if you call this phone number, Google will call you. It's kind of like verifying a listing that by phone. They will call you back within almost instantaneously as soon as you fill out the form saying I want a Google rep to call me, they will call you back, and then that starts the whole process of fixing the Google listing.
Yep.
So you call the number, the Google rep calls you back, just the way it works when you're verifying a listing, and then you can explain the problem to them. And they're without fail, they've always been very helpful, very eager to resolve the problem. I think you said, was it Tim Parker or Tim Fields said they used
Tim Parker.
Yeah, Tim Parker said, he used the same number. He got a Google rep on the phone right away, and they were very happy to help. Now, I had another situation with a paint-your-own pottery store. I guess they were referred to me by someone I knew that, that they were explaining the problem they had, and this friend of mine, actually an old coworker from 30 years ago, that I reconnected with on Facebook, told her to give me a call. And in this case, the lady had purchased her paint-your-own pottery store from another owner. The previous owner had had the website set up by another company. And the new owner had no idea how to contact the original webmaster who had set up the original website and had set up the original Google page. And if you go through Google's traditional channels, there is a form you can fill out in this situation where Google will say, well, we will contact on your behalf the Google page owner and ask them to give you permission to access it, and we'll act as the intermediary. But that can take a week or 2 weeks. And this lady had tried going that route, and the original webmaster just wasn't willing to, never responded, just wasn't responsive at all. And so, again, she finally found me, contacted me, asked if I could help her. And in her situation, again, she had created a totally new website and a totally different domain name, but it wasn't being reflected in the Google, in her Google business page. The Google business page was reflecting the old website URL, and so as you pointed out, Jack, one of the critical things in local search ranking is that there's consistency of the name, address, and phone number, and the website listing as well. And in her case, there was a discrepancy, which was hurting her rankings in the local SEO. And also, if people did find, she was in the 7-pack, but if people found her listing and clicked on her website link, it was a dead link to the wrong URL. So again, I was able to get the Google rep on the phone, explain the situation. There was a little back and forth trying to coordinate with the pottery shop owner because Google had to get her on the line and me on the line at the same time. So there was a little back and forth there, getting everything coordinated as in a 3-way call. But again, once Google got me on the phone and got her on the phone at the same time, and she said, yes, Yvonne's authorized to manage the page, it's okay. Then they gave me authorization, and I was able to go in. And again, URL, I updated the cover photo so it looked much more professional. It wasn't just this default flag that, multicolored flag that you see on 99% of my business pages. Added photos for the shop, added more content about the shop, more of a description. Within a day or two, she was outranking she was up at the top and outranking other listings that had shown up above her previously. And she paid me $300 to get that resolved for her. And in another case example, I had a custom body shop out in Illinois. Again, one of the things I do, like you said, I do put a lot of content out online, and as a result of custom body shop out in Illinois found me by searching online, called me out of the blue, and said, it was the same situation. In his case, the phone number was wrong, and he had started losing business because people were searching for him in Google, calling the number Google had listed. It was the wrong number. And so in his case, he was losing, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of business because a single custom, body repair job can be several $1,000s. And he was just, really, in a bad situation. So again, I was able to get it resolved using the same methods, and all of which is what I've outlined in the Google Maps Hero report.
Okay, so let me show the website, the membership. So this is what you get when you have Maps Hero. So you log in the membership site, you see the home page, and then you click on Maps Hero. So what you get is a complete step-by-step how to contact Google. Okay? You get a website assessment checklist. So it tells about how to judge a website, so you can also use it as a prospecting tool. It is in a doc format or it is a PDF format. It also gives you a postal letter. So if you see arrows, you can also prospect companies by sending mail, post mail. And it also gives you a phone script, what to say to convert that client, that prospect to a client. Everybody's clear on this? What you get for $17? Okay. Then you have 3 bonuses. One is an email script, which you can use by yourself in your own autoresponder or in Lead Finder Jack, and I will demo it. You get live Q&A training, this is one of them, and you get access to private Facebook group. Okay? Everybody clear on the deliverable? Okay. This is what you get. And I think you figured it out, how valuable it is to able to fix Google listing for a business. And where if you had problems in the past to get new business, enter yes or no. You called them business and they actually they were not listening to you. You know, you said you need a new website, you need a mobile website, you need uh, Facebook advertising. They say yes, 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 but not today. But if you tell them your Google listing is wrong, wow, that sounds different, correct? Everybody knows. You don't need to explain anybody anymore how important Google is for their business. And they cannot do it by themselves. Most of us cannot do it by themselves. Yvonne has made it step by step very clear how to do this. Okay? Everybody got this point? 1 second. So most of you guys have already picked it up. If you not, bookmark this page, okay? Don't wait because it is on a dime sale. Everybody got it? Tell me if you didn't get the link, because I feel that is very important for you to to get new clients. It's on a dime sale. Everybody see this? It's not $17 anymore, $70.65. Okay? Dan said it is worth $17 times 10. Okay? And Tim Parker is also on the line. He said you sell it for much too cheap. Okay? No. Everybody, tell me if you got the link, because I cannot go back and forward. I want to know that you got the link so I can go forward. If you're on a mobile device, I might need to give it privately. Okay, you got the link. So, who of you guys want to learn to find those maps arrows very easily? Who of you guys want to learn to find 1,000 arrows easily? I'm not kidding. I know what I'm saying, okay? I'm not saying about 1 or 2 listing. I'm not saying about 10 listing. I'm saying about hundreds and hundreds listing. So I'm going to demo this only once. Either you follow the steps or you have to watch the replay. Okay? So we introduced today a new version of Lead Finder Jack. Within Lead Finder Jack, everybody can see this maps arrow. Tell me if you see this. Everybody see maps arrow? It's probably small on your screen. Lead Finder Jack will check if the information on the Google listing is the same as on the website. You see that? Do you see the power now? Everybody, you get the point? Now, if you say you run and search and dig deep search, and you filter on maps arrow yes. You see? Now you can see for each business if they have a map arrow. You see this? Wow. All by one click. It tells if the name is not found, if the address is not found, or the phone. Name, address, phone. It tells what the problem is. Okay, it's all small, I know. I don't know how to zoom this out. Okay, so if it is 322, that means the name is found, but the address is not found, and the phone is not found. Okay? Bottom line, if there is something wrong with the listing, with what is listed information on the places listing and what is on the website, Lead Finder Jack will find this. Now, I'm going to demo something what will blow your mind. We introduced World Search. World Search is you can now search one city, one niche in a city, all niches in a city, and one niche in a state. Everybody see this? So if you do, you can say it is, now we have the following countries we have already entered. Australia, who's coming from Australia? Enter yes if you come from Australia. You can tag me, okay? I will give me my PayPal account. You asked me for a long time. Who comes from Canada? Many of you guys asked for it. I don't know. Germany. Who come from Germany? Not many, I think. It's midnight. Netherlands. Anybody from the Netherlands? I'm from the Netherlands. So it's implemented. Spain. Anybody from Spain on the call? Yes, we got Fernando. Hi. United Kingdom. Who comes from United Kingdom? You will be very pleased. And United States, of course. So, looks like we have a lot of people from Australia on the call. So let's select that. One niche, one city. So if you don't see any information, you click on the refresh button. And you see all the province from Australia. So let's select Queensland. And now it downloads all the cities in that area. Okay, so give some time. It's all fresh data. Are you guys excited? Do you feel what's coming? It's unbelievable powerful. I know I have promised that for a couple of months, I know. So now you select the city. I have no idea. Now select the niche. And now select the niches which you have a website for. All the niches which you have a website for in local TeamJack Enterprise are here. Okay, let me refresh. I don't know what happened here. It's not activated yet. I don't know what happened. So let me select the United States because I don't know why Australia didn't work. United States, city, I stick with Florida because I have tested that many times. Then Boca Raton. Where else Boca? B-O Boca Raton. Next. You guys see all those niches? You can select any niche and then get companies in one click. So now you get all the handymans in Boca Raton. Everybody get this? This is not so exciting, correct? So let me stop this and go back to start. Select all niches in a city. Wow. Now I do the same. All niches in a city. Boca Raton. Wow. I don't need to select any niche anymore. You see that? It goes niche by niche by niche by niche by niche. It takes probably a couple of days. Everybody see this? This is really one click. Okay? So there's no other software can do this. Now, once it collects the business information. So once it's done, it goes to search, and then you do a dig deep. And a dig deep will check if that Google listing is the same as on the website. Everybody get that? Automatically. And you will find hundreds of businesses who has an error. You see it? Okay. I get a very important question. Actually, it's almost the best question what I had today. Does it need proxy to run on this? And if you ask that question, you have knowledge about it. And the best part, and it's the only lead collection software I know, is that it doesn't require proxies. I don't know any other lead collection software who can do this without proxies. Everybody get this? So what is proxies? If you don't know a proxy, don't bother it. But if you have experience with other lead gen software, you know what I'm speaking about. Okay, so if you don't know what proxies is, don't care about it. If you have used a lead gen software in the past, then you know exactly what I'm speaking about. Okay, so next step, you go to emails, and let me delete this Maps Hero template. So I'm not cheating on you. So delete this. I'm going to library. And now you see the Maps Hero template. You see this? and then you download it, and then you have it, boom, inside Lead Finder Jack. You modify it. You see, you modify it with your name and your phone number. Then you go to campaigns. You select the campaign you did the work for. I did restaurant probably. So you see that, and you filter on maps, arrow yes. You go to emails. You select that email template, and you click on start. So who wants to prospect hundreds of businesses with one click? It doesn't get easier. I'm telling you, it doesn't get easier. So let me explain this one more time, how it works. Okay? You want to pick up Maps Hero. It tells you the whole process, what you need to do with arrows, how to contact Google, what is the phone script, everything. You guys saw that in the members area. You get all of this only for $17. Guys, see this? Is this part clear? Now the OTO, I don't know, did I put this? I thought I did. Let's see. Oh, this is the business finder. The OTO is the lead finder software. Okay, since I want you to experience this, it is only $9 for the first month. I don't know where the price button is. $9. And then it's $47 per quarter every 3 months. I cannot make it more affordable. Okay? I cannot make it more affordable. If you have Sales Dynamite Jack, if you have the Biz Lead Finder already, all those updates are for free. If you have Sales Dynamite Jack or you have the Biz Lead Finder, all those updates are for free. Okay? I want you to feel a member for me. I don't want to sell, but I want you to take action. I want you to succeed. Okay? I want you to experience this. That strategy, that prospecting strategy from Yvonne is so easy. Okay, you see, it looks on a place where business spend a lot of money. It has the world search, you know, from Australia, Canada, Spain, United Kingdom, United States. It works in any country. Okay? And it has the maps arrow filter. Okay? It has 30 other features. And if I'm going to explain them all, you get overwhelmed. Lead Finder Jack is the most comprehensive software, lead gen software. I'm not kidding. Okay? I'm not kidding. It has you see, no proxy needed. Finds Facebook and Twitter link page. One-click proof and download email templates. And so much more. Okay, I put the OTO link in the chat box. And if you don't see them, I can put them on your private box too. This is what all comes in, okay? The best you'd find, Ultimate Edition. If you bought the Lead Finder Jack Pro Edition for $47 a year, it is very basic. It doesn't have the Maps arrow filter. It doesn't have the email template download. It doesn't track the emails are opened. It is very basic. Okay? It is like any other lead gen software. But the best version is so much more. All those features where we have worked for years and years, and you will not find any of those in any other software. Does the software come with training? Yes. Okay. There is no risk for you. It's only $9 to find it out, okay? And I'm telling you how simple it is. So in Lead Finder Jack, you have an unsubscribe link. So that is also what other desktop softwares don't have. You can download all the information within Lead Finder Jack, like all the phone numbers, and you put them in a dialer. So if you don't want to email, you just want to post mail, call them or whatever. And Carl said if Jack sells it, you should buy it. It's $47 per quarter, not $47 per year, correct. It's peanuts compared to what you get. The $9 is for the first month. For $9, you can check out how the software works. There's almost no risk for you, okay? From that point, it's $47 per month, per quarter. When does the $47 start? From the month, from the day, a month from the day you start with the $9 plan. So if you buy today, today's the 14th, the 14th of August will start the $47 per quarter. Do you recommend an autophone dialer system? It's not bad, and for sure for home advisor businesses. One second. Somebody wanted to speak with me. Say that again. Which dialer system do you recommend? I didn't say which I recommend. I said it is not a bad idea. So the question was, should we download the phone numbers and use a dialer system? So that is not a bad idea. A dialer system is like you prospect them and leave a message and they call you back. So it's a mass prospecting system. Okay, everybody clear on the what you can do with Lead Finder Jack? I already have a campaign. Do I need to rebuild? You don't need to rebuild. You have to redo the search, the dig deep. Okay? Can you provide newbies with an agency template? There is, in the enterprise version, you have the digital marketing team. Is this different from what we have already? I don't know what you have, but if you have the biz version, it's included. Can dig deep search on maps? It is all included. We have a replay available. All the replays are on jackhopman.com. So all the replays are for a week on jackhopman.com. How many versions are there? I don't know what that refers to. Who wants to see the process again from Lead Finder Jack? What you have to do from A to Z. Are you guys, do you want to see that? So I can do that one more time. And I do what you, so if you don't want to see, I know it's 1 hour on the call. I appreciate your time and probably you're good to go. If you want to see the step plan one more time, I get that question more and more over, just stick with me, okay? So first, you're going to set up the email template. Okay, so let me delete this. You go to library, you click on number 10, Maps Hero. There's Maps Hero again. You modify it and you change your name and phone number. Correct? That is how you do the email template. Now you need the data. The most easiest way is use the world search, and you can do one city, one niche in city, all niches in a city, and one niche in a state. Okay, so depending how much time you have, if you say I want to do local marketing in my area, you do just all the niches. So I do all niches in one city, and if you don't see data, you click on the refresh button. And let's do Orlando this time. Florida. Let me do Florida. Where do I see Florida? Oh yeah, next city and then Orlando. Orlando. And now it finds all the niches from Orlando. You see this? Okay, so let it run. You see how fast it goes? Then it goes to search and you want to have it dig deep. And then it will search for all that information. Okay? Once it's done with all that information, you go to campaign and you select, for example, the campaign you did. And then you see on the right hand side, on the bottom, maps arrow. You see this? You click on maps arrow, yes. Go to emails and then make sure that the email template is connected to that campaign and you start a campaign. Everybody okay with this? Everybody followed? Okay, so I think all you guys saw the potential of Maps Hero and BizLead Finder. They belong together. So with that said, I'm planning to do another training tomorrow only about BizLead Finder at 2 p.m. EST, and I'm going step by step how to use BizLead Finder. I don't want you to feel lost. So that is my plan at the moment. Who likes that plan? Who likes a plan to get trained in BizLead Finder step by step by step at 2 p.m. EST? So if you are in Australia, if you are in Great Britannia, you don't need to watch at night. So that's my plan. So I will send out a link for that, and then we go more in detail about it, because this world search is for you guys. It is not for, you know, it helps United States people too, but it's also for many other countries. Okay, so I'm going to answer more questions. I see still a lot of answers, but we are at 1 o'clock, 1 hour on the call, and I don't want to go over too much. Okay, so I would like, if you didn't get your answer, your question answered today, I would like you to come tomorrow. Okay, so I have planned time for that. So thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys' time. And what is the buy link? So let me, this is the Maps Hero. Everybody should use it. It's only one-time payment, $17, and for $9 you cannot break the bank for that. So with that said, take action, set your goal high and stick to it. Okay, so if you are Sales Dynamite Jack user, or you have the Biz version already, you don't need to buy the BizLead Finder anymore. It's a free update. Okay, thank you so much, and leave a question in the Facebook group if it is a general question, and if you need support, send it to support. Thank you so much.